Hello friends, this is Raj Sastri from Raj Option Trading. Today is May 12, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. So stock market is very volatile. So let's take a look at top technology stocks to buy and take advantage of this market-wide sell-off. So here I got a top company here, NVDA. NVDA has been dropping off late, but it's a great company, a legendary leader at the top. So I think it's a great one to buy slowly and accumulate. So this is going to bounce back pretty hard once the market settles down. So with that, let's jump in here. We'll start with a quick market update, look at top ETFs, look at top technology stocks to buy with positive net margin more than 10% and also positive sales growth more than 10% and cash on the balance sheet more than $500 million. These companies have got money to weather the storm, and free cash flow is more than $500 million. These companies generate money. And finally, we'll conclude with a few stock picks. So with that, let's jump in here. Look, from a market update perspective, right now we're in the extreme fear zone. Typically, extreme fear zone does not last for long, so we'll soon go into the fear zone. So when we're in the extreme fear zone, money will slowly start pouring into the market because there is a lot of money in the sidelines waiting for the market to bottom out. So I think we are going to slowly see some positive trend here. Right now, all the news is negative. We got Russia-Ukraine war, inflation hot, CPI hot number, all negative numbers. They're all factoring into this extreme fear criteria right now. So I can see us improving from the extreme fear zone into the fear zone as we go forward. That's why if you have some money, buy some fundamentally great companies. Also buy some good ETFs like QQQ, SPY, SMH, so on and so forth. This is the time to slowly put some money into the market and not to run away. So with that, let's jump in and look at quick market update here. From a market update perspective, look, inflation barreled ahead 8.3% in April. It's at 40-year high. So the moment we see such negative news, market will come tumbling down. That's what's going on. And Wall Street closed sharply lower and treasury yields fell and oil rallied. So this is what happens when there is too much negative news here and geopolitical tension. So that's why we are in the extreme fear zone right now. And look, market promptly came down. Dow Jones Industrial Average down big time, Nasdaq down, and also S&P 500 down. Look, market came down after the CPI number reading. Look, it came tumbling down. Same story everywhere. And in the futures market, futures are now pointing to negative here. Dow Jones down 126 points, S&P 500 again down, and Nasdaq down squarely. And we got here Russell also down. So expect a down market, but if there is a positive news, market can go higher, but generally market is going to trend lower today. They're still digesting this whole inflation number. We'll see how it goes. All right, so from a market perspective, look, we got we got here Dow Jones Industrial Average. Look, since April it's been down all the way here. It's one-sided for most part, all the way down. Same story in S&P 500, down. Look, the downturn got a little more intensified off late, as you can see here. It looks like there is no light at the end of the tunnel, but typically when that happens, that's always there is always dawn next morning. So you got to be careful and put some money into the work, as there is so much negative news in the market. And look, gold is also coming down nicely. Could be good to buy some gold as a hedge play. And oil is still strong, as you can see here, nice lower highs. And we got here inflation or interest rates going higher nicely. That's causing some trouble to stock market. All right, now let's jump in here and look at top ETFs to watch. From a top ETF perspective, if you are worried about stock market and if you're worried about single stock risk, don't worry. Always go after great ETFs like QQQ and SPY. These are some great vehicles to make money, especially when they're down like this. So if you have some money in the sideline, look, both QQQ and SPY are great here. Look at the volume. There's a very high volume that tells you folks are really interested in these names here. And in a 10-year time frame and a 5-year time frame, these have done great. So I would put some money into work. And if you're worried about stock, single stock, you could buy QQQ and SPY, great ones. And if you're a little more aggressive, you could go after SMH. We got right here, SMH here, semiconductor ETF. You don't need to worry about single stock like NVDA or AMD. You could buy this basket. You'll do very well. Look, this basket has done 668% in last 10 years, even after the dip, this year dip. So you could buy SMH, a little more aggressive, but it's a great one to buy. Then you got XLK here. It's also a great one to buy here. If you're a long-term investor worried about single stock, buy some XLK. You'll do very well. And then finally, we got XLV. XLV is a great one here. You could buy some XLV and get exposure to healthcare through this ETF. It's a great one. And for the wild folks, you could buy this IBB Biotechnology. It's a great ETF. I like this IBB here. You could buy this IBB at the downturn like this here. You will do very well as you go forward. All right, now let's jump in here and look at top technology stocks to buy. These companies have got positive net margin, so you don't need to worry. These are not money losers. These companies are making money. Positive net margin, that's the way to go. And top line sales growth is there. There's a top line growth more than 10%. That tells you even in this tough environment, these companies are growing. And they got more than $500 million of cash and balance sheet. That tells you these companies are not going to go under. They are not going to go bankrupt. And they got free cash flow more than $500 million. That tells you these companies are still generating money, not bleeding money. So these are a great set of companies. You could slowly buy and accumulate a nice position as market-wide sell-off continues. All right, let's jump in here. Look, we got Apple at the top here. Apple is a great company, and stock has been getting hammered off late here. Look, it's down 5.2% in one day here, and it's down since last 6 months. Even up here, look, nice performance in 3-year and 5-year. At this time, look, Apple has got 19% top line sales growth. That's a great number. They got 26% net profit margin. That's also great. And look, from next year perspective, nice sales growth as well as EPS growth here. That tells you analysts are expecting this company to grow even stronger. And they got nice cash, $51 billion cash in the balance sheet, and nice free cash flow. $105 billion of free cash flow. That's a huge free cash flow. So I would take advantage. Don't worry, buy some Apple slowly and accumulate. And then you got two more here, Microsoft and Google. Both are great ones here. You could take advantage and buy these great companies. Look, net margin, software net margin here. Nice net margin, 38% and 28%. You could go after and buy these names here and take advantage. And look, they got nice next year EPS growth and sales growth. That tells you analysts are predicting this company will even grow stronger as you go forward. Nice overall score, even better than Apple. These are the good ones here. And we got Facebook or Meta. It's a metaverse play, as most of you know here. Right now, stock is sold off here. I think Mark Zuckerberg has got something up his sleeves. You could buy this one slowly. Understand there could be some short-term pain, but it's a great one. Next is one of my favorite here, NVDA. NVDA has been down for a while here. It's a great company. Earnings around the corner. You could buy this great company at a discount here. When the market bounces back, this will bounce back even harder. So that's why it's a good one to buy. The reason it's coming down big time is, look, price to sales ratio is slightly high. That tells you it's a little pricey from a price to sales perspective and a valuation perspective. That's why it's coming down slightly harder than other tech stocks, so it's a good one to buy here. And the list continues here. I will talk about one or two. Keep watch on the net margin here. All these companies have got great net margin. You could buy them and go from there. For the folks who don't spend too much money, look at lower price stock like Infosys. It's an Indian stock, has been doing great, nice overall score, nice net margin, and it's done 202% in last 5 years. And then you got few more, as you see here. I like stocks like KLA Tencor. It's a good company. You could buy some KLA, take advantage here. And we got Fortinet. If you want to buy some, cyber security stock, this is a great one to buy. All right. Now what we'll do is we'll look at few more and go from there. All right. So we got few more technology stocks to buy here. Look, we got a few more. Keep watch on the net margin here. Nice net margin. These companies are making money. You don't need to worry. And look, from a next year perspective, there is nice next year expectation here. From an analyst perspective, these companies are going to grow and do well, with the exception of one or two here. We got UMC here. UMC has got a negative earnings for next year, but nice revenue for next year. And we got one more here with negative earnings for next year, which is ASX. With the exception of those two, I think others have got positive earnings. So with that, take advantage of these, and all these companies, look here, they got nice cash and free cash flow. You don't need to worry. Take advantage of this downturn and buy these great companies. You will do very well. All right, so with that, let's jump in and do a quick conclusion. When there is a market-wide sell-off, accumulate fundamentally strong stocks with a positive sales growth, positive net margin, and free cash flow. And there are a few wealth builders you could buy here: Apple, Microsoft, Google, AMD, Fortinet. It's actually Accenture, ACN. And we got NVDA. So you could buy these great companies, taking advantage of this market-wide sell-off. You will do very well. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.